Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for my second day of casting, the Pan American Team League Week 2. A couple of days ago, we did WCE versus SK Gaming's A team, and I cannot remember what the other match was. Wait, hold on. What did I cast? I casted Vex versus Sauce. That's the one I casted. Okay, so now that we got that cleared up, today I've got two more matches for you. First, I'm going to be doing SouL versus NaS-A, and after that, I am going to be doing DM Fire versus SCCA. And I have been assured that Mr. Faust, playing for Team SEC, that his game was most excellent. So I'm looking forward to that game. Let me quickly take down this this announcement thingy. All right, because we have started. So, by the way, guys, I have some fancy schmancy new overlays thanks to Mr. Foxhand. So do let me know what you guys think, how awesome it looks, how cool it looks. I was pretty impressed. So very excited. Going to test these out before my insane day of casting tomorrow. But anyway, Pan American Team League, of course, organized by Mr. Psionic Reaver, trying to get some more activity in the Americas. Now that StarCraft Remasters is coming out, so a lot of teams in this. I think there must be something like, I don't know, 16, 18, 20 teams participating in this league. It's a lot of teams, a lot of matches every day. So there's a lot of different casters casting these matches. I've picked 4 matches for this week. Other people like Greth, Rise are also casting this, so you guys can check out VODs from their matches in the thread. But yeah, without any further ado, I think we can go on to our first match here: SouL versus NaS-A. The first match is going to be on Circuit Breaker with Sendo versus Sugo. I love the SouL team's tag, by the way, showing the actual race of the player. I think that's really awesome. Although I'm not sure what they would actually put if they were a race picker. But anyway, going into game number 1 here on Circuit Breakers, here we go. I should probably turn my StarCraft sound on. That seems like a good idea. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, at the bottom left position as the Peach Terran, we're going to have SouL T Sendo. And at the top right position as the Red Protoss, we will have NASA's Sugo. And I am just... Whoa, hello. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so... let me do this overlay first. SouL T Sendo will be bottom left. And what is that? P1. Alright. Oh man, I gotta change the screen. Oh my god! I gotta change the screen, guys. Whoops. Alright, well that's perfect, because that means you didn't see me like fiddling with the overlay. Oh man, alright, good start. Good start to the day, guys. Alright, let me have a look at my ops here. Alright, see, these are teething issues. We're just trying to wrap our heads around this new overlay. I mean, it works. Alright, we did it. We're in the game. We're doing good. Did I get the positions right? I think I did. Game, I basically just cast whatever I can. I'm not like wholly committed long term to any events. So yeah, as Except says, if you give me grapes, I'll cast. There are a lot of events though. There's like so many events every weekend. So, if you're planning to run an event on a weekend, it's very likely that there will be like 2 or 3 other tournaments going at the same time. So you gotta be a little bit careful on the timing. It's not like the old days where we can just pick prime time on Saturday or Sunday and pretty much guaranteed that we're the only tournament. For example, like Sunday, I was originally going to do Gambit's Cup Throwback, but that's actually been postponed because there's 2 other tournaments happening pretty much at the same time on Sunday. The Italian Open, I can't remember exactly what it's called. Italian Open, the $16,000 tournament. The first qualifier starts at 5 o'clock my time, and then 1 hour later, the Base Trade TV tournament's running. So it's pretty crazy. Hey, what's up, Kicks? Anyway, looks like pretty standard builds from both players. Don't know much about Sendo. Sugo, I think, is a decent player. I mean, I think he's like a TL person, dude. guy. He plays StarCraft. I don't know. For some reason I thought he was Zerg, but maybe that's Sero. You know, Sero, Sugo, it's all the same thing. Yeah, host 4K, $16,000. It's incredible. It's gonna be, it's a tournament with like 8 qualifiers, I think, as well as a bunch of invites, 3 invites, 5 invites, something like that. And all the people who participate in the final event, it's going to be a LAN event, and they will actually pay the travel expenses for the people who actually make it to the tournament, which is pretty crazy also, right? So that's going to be a really good time. Qualifiers start tomorrow, as I mentioned, with the first, or no, on Sunday, because today's Friday. Okay, so they start in 2 days with the first qualifier, and it'll be running, I think, 1 qualifier a week for the next couple of months, something like that. Anyway, SCV Scout's getting in here. This probe guy's hiding. He's gonna make a Nexus, but does not want the SCV to see that. The SCV probably saw the one guy pulled off the assimilator, though. Actually, I should have paid. I didn't actually pay attention to that. Maybe Sugo waited for the SCV to leave before pulling. But either way, he's got his Nexus going now, and it looks like we're gonna have. I was gonna say a pretty standard FD. He did go for only the 4 Marines, and he's still mining gas, but he hasn't made a second factory, so it's an FD, almost certainly. Yeah, and he's going a little bit light here. He's going for only the 4 Marines. All right. So. 1 gate expand into the 2nd gateway. Probably wants to get a robo sooner rather than later to help deal with these spider mines. Not sure the exact ordering here. Afterwards, I think you can get like 2 more gateways and a robo or something like that. Or 1 more gateway maybe. Is this a robo or another gateway? It's a robo. Okay, that's pretty good. So the 4 Marine FD is coming out now. Not going to be too scary. I mean, 1 SCV as well. Yeah, sure, that's fine. He's playing it defensively. Wait, what? Wow, alright. So, Sendo laying all of his initial mines defensively, despite not actually really knowing what his opponent was doing. I mean, if he knew this was a 1 gate expand, he definitely did not need to do this, right? So clearly, by actually not seeing anything here, and also not seeing the probe at the expansion, he must assume that it's some kind of like proxy robo or some kind of crazy cheese coming at him that was just, you know, hidden and not in the main base. And that's kind of my only explanation for this play, because otherwise I don't really understand why you would go FD and not do that. I mean, if you're gonna play it this defensively, you might as well just siege expand, right? You could even 1-Rax expand and just go Super Turtle mode in the beginning. It's fine too. Not going for the move out seems slightly dodgy. But that's okay. I can forgive him for that. Did he not? Oh, the Vulture went to the bottom right. Or is that a second Vulture? No, this is the second Vulture. Okay, so the first Vulture went to the bottom right. The second Vulture went to check the bottom left to lay mines, like, in bases that the Protoss is definitely not going to take for at least another 10-15 minutes. This one maybe. This is a good mine, I think. Like, I don't think these mines are actually necessary. So one here is good. Here I think would have been way more useful, but he doesn't have any mines left. So slightly curious on those mines. But I guess they'll help out eventually. Right, because if this does go to a long game, Terran will be expanding along the bottom side, and Protoss will be expanding along the top side, almost certainly. So, I mean, they'll help eventually, but it seems a bit interesting that he's making them so early. He's putting them down so early. Looks like Shuttle is on the way now for Sugo. You see, a mine here would have been great. I mean, I guess the goons could clear it, but, you know, better than nothing. And... good old double float on this side. I mean, you can just put like 1 here and 1 here to get a better coverage, but that's okay. What's this? Academy? Or Armory? Yeah, Academy and Armory. Okay, good. And meanwhile, the Terran's just chilling at his front. Good old line of siege tanks. The Marines can shoot this maybe if it goes into range. Not quite. Not quite. So Ob's guy's going to get a complete scout off. Going to see that the fast third base is completely fine. Looks like he went up to 3 gateways and is now getting his citadel. But he's going to see he's facing a fairly static Terran here, fairly defensive Terran, so he's not too concerned about this. I mean, he did go fairly safely. You know, some super greedy Protosses can go like 1 gate double expand or some crazy nonsense like that. But he's not doing that. And he's got the shuttle for his zealots as well. So he should be pretty safe against anything that Sendo would attempt to do. Looks like Sendo just checking out this bottom right. I mean, you know, it's nice to have vultures running on the map, but honestly, what are the chances that the Protoss actually sends some probe down there to the right side, especially this early? It's fairly low. Although, having said that, Suga has done exactly this. What? I mean, this is some next level caster curse right here. I mean, was he really going to take a hidden expansion at the bottom right main? Very interesting. I'm really curious what that probe is for. I think it's more likely the probe is to run down to the 6 o'clock maybe, like do a scout, but I don't know. The pathing looked like it was definitely heading to the bottom right main. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Kix believes that it was for a hidden expansion. I don't know. Like, it's possible. Looks like we have a Templar Archives on the way. I don't see a Stargate though, so you could actually be going for some High Templar from Storms. It's like a little spotting pylon here, just to check when the Terran's gonna get this side. But again, the natural expansion pattern. Ooh, nice little scan here. Grabs the observer. The natural expansion pattern will be towards the 6 o'clock down here. It's much easier to defend here. I mean, even though yes, there's a high ground platform, but it's much more secure. You know, you can defend these bridges. Whereas if you wanted to take the 9 o'clock, you would have to move out into the middle of the map. It's much more exposed. So I doubt the Terran would go for that 9 o'clock until super late in the game anyway. This mine is finally going to do something. It's like another probe actually went to the top left. Probes running everywhere. Interesting. Wait, I can multi. Oh my god, guys! There was a StarCraft update last night, and you can now multiple select not only in OBS mode but in replays. Wow, that is cool. Oh my god, guys, look! I'm not playing this game, but I can select dudes. Whoa, that's oh snap, that's not good. Alright, we're having engagement. We're going in. The shuttle's going in. Quick, spam left click. Ah, yes, drop it. Ah! Get him. Oh man, this is so bad for the Terran. Oh man, Sendo's in trouble. Oh no, this is why Circuit Breaker is really horrible when you cross positions as Terran in TPP. There is no terrain for you to stick to. You just have to walk across the open field and get smacked in the face by the Protoss. Unfortunately, but can the Hero Marine kill the shuttle? Come on, you can do it, buddy. You can do it, friend. No, really should have worked on that cardio, I'm afraid. Well. Alright, so it looks like this mine is apparently not blocking the Nexus position, or it could just be that this Nexus is 1 hex too low. But it actually looks okay to me. So maybe the mine is just too high, I guess. There are some vultures blocking. Interestingly, it was walled off here, although that's going to stop him from defending that base with Dragoons later on, I suppose. Now, while this has been going on, it seems Sendo did at least get a 3rd command center. So he's got that going for him. And he's up to 6 factories as well, so keeping up on his macro. Whoa, hello. He's not that far behind in supply, 92 against 111. Losing that first attack as Terran is pretty horrible, but it's definitely not the end of the world. Man, I'm really scared that Suga's gonna blow up his own probes or something. You see what I mean? He's walled out his own Dragoons, actually, which is not ideal. Like, I would have preferred, for example, like a block here and then a block here, which I think is more effective. Like, this block seems a little bit strange. But looks like he's fixed it. He has solved the problem. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Not only can I box, or wait, I think boxes were always working in replays, they just weren't working in the ops games. Man, I'm really curious to see if boxing actually works in live observing games now, because that would make me really, really happy. That would be a most excellent patch from Blizzard. And looks like Sendo going for another attack here at the 12 o'clock. The shuttle is at red health, but there's actually 0 anti-air here. The last Marine was killed off. but he's not going for it. He is pulling back. This is actually a pretty awkward position for the Protoss to attack in. He's got to attack up into this, like, this little ramp here. Very, very awkward. So it looks like he's actually just going to pull out. Where's he going? Is he going to go for a flank attack? I mean, he's got to defend this base, right? Because if he loses his base, that'd be pretty bad. He'd be on even bases with the Terran player. Looks like Sendo getting a little bit supply blocked at 118 here, unfortunately for him. Quite a nice supply lead, actually, for Sugo, but just the position makes it so awkward. And he's actually just going to give up this Nexus. He's actually going for the straight counterattack here. I guess he's going to go and counterattack at the Terran's mineral only. Attacking the natural would probably not work out, but here we go. Oh man, he's got to, oh man, blowing himself up a little bit in the middle of the map. Gotta make sure he stays in range of the observers. Oh! Oh my god, these goons are so lucky. Wow, these goons are so lucky. Oh, they might not be lucky this time though. Alright, that guy was not that lucky. And it looks like Sugo is instead going to take the 3 o'clock base. Do we have Arbiters yet? Looks like the Arbiter tech is ready. Not researching anything yet. Observer speed is apparently done as well. That's a really zippy observer. Meanwhile, Vulture's potentially cutting off the retreat path. What are the tanks doing? The tanks could actually walk over here and start sieging down the 3rd. Or the mineral only, because that's actually been re-walled off. And looks like, no, they're actually going to move back here. So the counterattack actually did not go anywhere. He just kind of ran into a few mines and decided to give up. And by this point, there's actually plenty of defense here for Sendo. So Sendo's actually in pretty decent shape, killing the base for free. He's still down 30 supply, but as long as he can defend this, he should be good to go. At least until the Protoss gets his next base. It doesn't look like his SCV saturation is that great though. That could become an issue here. But looks like Sugo just using a single control group of goons to try and clear out some of these mines. He's gonna have to back off. Although no, never mind. He's not gonna back off. He's actually going to go for this, I think. The goons were there just to clear the mines so he could run in with the Zealots. And here we go. That's actually the correct way to engage. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, the Zealots. The shuttle actually gets taken out straight away, and that's got to be the end of the attack. He's going to run down the right side here, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Look at all the tanks on the top side. He's just trying to range down the command center, I guess? This is a very strange position here. All right, well, I guess that's that. Looks like, meanwhile, these tanks are just chilling here. He's not going to use them to go back on the offensive. Some Vultures, though, have somehow managed to get into the back side of the 3 o'clock base. Gonna get some kills here. 2 kills, 1 kill. Looks like not too many. The cannons are ready. Meanwhile, though, Goons trying to run down here to hit the SCVs from the back side, but just getting aggroed into the siege tanks. So Protoss is going to retreat, but he has an almost 50 supply lead. 157 to 110. They're really big supply lead here for Protoss, and that command center that Sendo was making to try and float to the 6 o'clock, I don't know if that was cancelled or killed, but either way, it's not there anymore. It's like 1-0 upgrades against 1-0, so even upgrades for the time being. Looks like these Vultures have been cleared out. And the first Arbiter is here. Looks like he's forgotten to rally his Stargate. He's gone for recall. I don't know if he has stasis already. I don't know if I can tell by clicking this. No, I can't tell by clicking this. But we actually have a base at the bottom right here. I mean, I guess the thing is, with these tanks here, Sugo can't actually even send a probe to the top left, so he's just given up and he's gone for the bottom right instead, which could actually mean a lot of engagements here at the bottom right, because as I said earlier, the Terran doesn't really want to move out to the middle. He wants to expand along the 6 o'clock and along the bottom side of the map, so we could end up with a lot of engagements kind of between the 6 o'clock and the bottom right natural. And that's another area that's a little bit narrower, where the Protoss doesn't really want to fight the Terran. The Terran would be really happy to take an engagement there rather than in the middle of the map. It looks like an observer just going to come check out what's going on here. It looks like 1-1 is finished for the Terran. We still got 1-0 for the Protoss. And there's the new command center getting ready to go in. I don't think Sendo should really move out right now. I don't think he really has the tank numbers. Look at this. Suga is already maxed. He's actually got he's floating a ton of money. He needs to start adding a lot of gateways. He's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's still only on 7, 8 gateways. Really needs to add some more gateways here. Maybe even start thinking about adding gateways at the bottom right. Looks like he is not doing that. He's just building a cannon. Really needs to start adding gateways, I think, at this point. As soon as you hit max in PvT, you just need to find a place to just throw down a whole bunch of gateways. Spend all the rest of your money on gateways. Because when the Terran eventually moves out with a maxed army, you are going to lose the engagement unless he makes a mistake or you play it insanely well. But generally, in max versus max, the Terran should win the big engagement. then the question is, how fast can the Protoss remax in order to take, in order to stop the Terran attack? Looks like Vultures are moving in here. This isn't actually a complete wall. They could have ran down the right side. It looks like Sendo didn't actually realize that the Vultures could come in the top there, even though one of them actually did. Or else he could have ran down here and killed a whole bunch of probes, I think. It's a bit of a missed opportunity there. Good idea to send those Vultures down, but didn't actually take full advantage of the opportunity that he made for himself right there. And looks like an Arbiter here. I think that's... Okay, no, the first Arbiter's over here. And this isn't researching, so I must assume that both upgrades are done. And there we go. There are the gateways being added at the bottom right. This is exactly what SouL wants. You can see he's going up to 4k minerals because he can't really buy any units. He just needs the gateways, although he has like no gas. So finally taking that 3 o'clock gas. Actually, he's been on 2 gas the whole game, right? Because his third base was mineral only. So that explains that. Meanwhile, Sendo's getting up there. He's up to almost 180 supply. He can quite easily go over and take the 6 o'clock base. But we might have a recall coming in here. The Terran army, though, is already at home, and Goliaths are moving down in position. It looks like he's actually seen this. There's the scan. I don't see any science vessel here, though. It looks like EMP might have just finished. He's going to try and kill this before the recall can finish. He might need another scan. No, he doesn't. No! Killed it before the recall could be cast there. Very, very good awareness and reaction time. +2 attack on these Goliaths. I mean, they are doing a ton of damage. So, SouL, not able to get the first recall, but he does have the gateway farm at the bottom right starting. And he's adding more gateways, a second Stargate as well in his main base. That's exactly what you want. Just get that extra infrastructure going. But here we go, the 2-1 rollout for the Terran player. Still 1-0, surprisingly. Surely, okay, he's getting +2 attack right now. Wow. A bit slow on the upgrades here for the Protoss. I mean, Protoss is usually behind on the upgrades in this matchup, but he had that forge for quite a while. I think he forgot. Like, his +1 was done for a really long time, and I think he just forgot the +2 for a little while there. But here we go. There's the max army. Terran at max, Protoss at max. You can see Protoss with a much bigger bank and much more infrastructure. This is the key to this matchup here. The key to the PvT is not winning the game engagement, it's remaxing, but hold on! All of the Terran army is on siege right now. Can we get some big stasis? There's no EMP, there's a big stasis on the back, and never mind, it looks like the Terran caught completely with his pants down. But even with his pants down, look at how strong the 2-1 Terran army is. That was almost the perfect engagement for Protoss. No mines, Vultures in the back of the tanks, all the tanks started the engagement unsieged, and he still lost the engagement. This is the power of the max Terran army, ladies and gentlemen, with their upgrades. Even going A move, the Terran army can still take down the Protoss. However, you can see the Protoss already back up to 160 supply. In fact, the supplies have evened out there, despite the Terran taking a clear victory. Meanwhile, SouL now taking both corner bases. This is really nice as well, because the Terran army has it's got to stay together as a unit. You can't split them up too much. Yes, you can send a few random tanks here and there that are kind of like following the main push. It's very difficult to strike both corners of the map at once with the Terran mech army. And looks like SouL just going to poke around a bit here, try and pick off the edge things. He's got to be careful not to lose his Arbiter, though. The Arbiter very, very close. Oh man, 4 HP left on the Arbiter and losing a lot of his Dragoons as well. This 3 o'clock base is looking like it's almost certainly going to fall, but Sendo kind of stopped in the middle of the map here, taking a weird position. Meanwhile, it looks like a random group of units down at the 6 o'clock. I'm not sure if this was a recall, or it might have actually just been units from the bottom right gateways, actually. He didn't even need to recall anymore. He can just send the units from the right side. A random mine here, I guess that, I don't know if that was left over from earlier. Like, I have no idea if Sendo actually knows about the bottom right at all. But in the meantime, looks like a Vulture's going to take down all the probes at the 3 o'clock, taking down that Protoss base. Those probe killings are going to be really nice, but these tanks, that means, are a little bit exposed, although there is a really nice minefield in the front here, so SouL is still not quite willing to engage into this. But look at this, all these gateways here at the bottom right, this is the problem here. I think Sendo really needs to do something with this army, either go for the bottom right or go for the natural or do something. He can't afford to just sit here in the middle of the map. I mean, yeah, he's controlling the middle of the map, but what does that actually get you? The Protoss is still mining from all his expansions, and he has recalls to attack around the main army anyway if you wait too long. So, Sendo is kind of now not really taking advantage of his advantage, right? Oh man, looks like this base is eventually going to fall down, but the top right, Starting to make some probes there. Anything interesting in the Terran base? Not really. It's like a random obs here. I think that was moving in front of the Arbiter that was trying to recall, and he just forgot about it. It looks like some Vultures now have found out about this bottom right. Are we going to see the Terran move out? Looks like, yes, a few units are moving out. It's almost like Sendo's playing this as if it's a TVT. He's just building a turret tank wall. Look at this, across the middle of the map. This is the TVT strategy right here. Just divide the map with your tank line. I'm not sure how well that works with TVP, especially if the Protoss has already taken the bottom right bases that are inside your tank line and has the gateway production in order to just reinforce from there. Looks like Sugo is attempting another recall, but he immediately gets scanned. Sendo has really been on top of the scans and just the recall denial, and these tanks are still denying the 12 o'clock. These tanks have been here since the first attack, or maybe the second attack. Oh my goodness, looks like some more tanks rolling down to the bottom. I don't think he even realizes how many gateways are here. Like, sending half a control group of units is not going to cut it when there's, 8 gateways, 10 gateways producing down here. Although I think since the Protoss is max, it's not going to be possible. I do see the dot moving down the left side, by the way. I believe there's a recall coming in. I'm just going to see what happens over here before I click over there. Guys, there's going to be a recall in the main base. Alright, here we go. The Arbiter's moving in. Where's it going to recall? Are there any defenses? There's a couple of mines here. He's going to go on the factories, maybe? No, recall! Wait, what? Where's he going? Okay, recall in the back of the depot farm. Can't take out this starport that... By the way, wait, he doesn't even have a control tower. That's why he hasn't built any science vessels. You need a control tower to build science vessels, right? Anyway, Terran's going to kill this expansion. How much damage can the Protoss do? If they can kill the science facility, that's going to delay those science vessels even more, although I don't think we've even seen one this game. Because yeah, have the control tower add-on. Oh, man, and I don't think this is going to do too much damage, actually, because they can't actually reach the tanks. They're going to kill the science facility. That's not at least going to delay the upgrades as well. I don't know where... I don't know what the upgrades actually are. They're at 3-2, actually. Okay, so there's only one more upgrade that's even possible right now. Pretty nicely. But here we go. Attack at the front at the same time here. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this tank line, though. They're just immediately backing away. I guess not enough zealots in that force. And this force of goons is just chilling out now. Actually, they're close, so the tanks can't see them. It looks like a random mine dragged in there. And now the Terran, Sendo, is going down to the bottom right. He is supply blocked from losing these depots. He's got a scan. Oh man, he's had tanks here in range the whole time, but he hasn't scanned, which means he is down to 165. Okay, it looks like he's built some more depots, but he was supply blocked for a little while there. And now the Protoss, Suga, is trying to poke around, trying to see what he can do here. He should probably make like a couple of DTs or just a round of Zealots. That could kill those tanks very easily. But here we go. Looks like he's found a weak spot on the left side here. Gonna push out the Terran line. Ooh, big mine. And here we go, the Protoss has made a hole in the Terran siege line in the middle. He's got an opportunity, but he can't really go anywhere with this? I don't really know. Looks like these goons have finally been cleaned up here. So doing a decent amount of damage. You can see they cleared out the starport and the science facility and a whole bunch of depots. Gonna stop that +3 armor, I guess, assuming it hasn't been started yet. But it looks like Protoss going into the middle again, but this time with a much smaller group of units. He's got a few Arbiters that can potentially stasis, but he's not going for it. Some more Zealots coming down from the top, but I think there's enough units here that, yeah, look at this. Oh, man, taking so much damage on the way out. Sugo not quite able to break through, even though he did make a hole on the left side here. Oh, man, look at this. Sugo had like 4K in the bank and is now completely broke. His first 3 bases are mined out, which means he's only mining on 2 bases, top left and bottom right, the 2 corner bases. Nice! Oh my god, nice stasis there, saving these Dragoons. But he's actually not going to be able to kill these units with only 5 Dragoons. As soon as these units come out of stasis, they're actually going to murder this Protoss army unless he gets some reinforcements over there. He is sending reinforcements, but the Terran is also bringing reinforcements out as well. So just a couple of obs left here at the bottom left. And Protoss has actually held this base. The tanks have unsieged, but I don't think it's actually safe for them to walk up here. And looks like we've got the stasis camp going on. There's the scan, though. Looks like Sendo knows he wants to come up here. Another stasis, though! Another stasis. One Arbiter does fall. Probes are coming down to help out. I think they're just transferring to the top left. And everything is currently in stasis. There they go. There they come out of stasis. But I think it's actually enough for the Protoss now. Protoss, by the way, is caught up a bit in upgrades. 3-1 upgrades. And the Protoss will take down the stasis units. Look at this Sugo doing a really good job, but he's actually behind in supplies still, 123 to 133. Sendo also with a bit of a bank here, despite not actually expanding again. He's expanding to the top left! Sendo is expanding on the Protoss' side of the map here because he's had 4 tanks here that have been alive for 1,000,000 years. So he's like, well, I guess if the Protoss is never going to attack this position, I might as well just build a command center here. Sendo, the absolute madman, is building a base inside the Protoss' base. Alright, well, I guess that works. It looks like the tanks down here actually just vanished. I don't know where they went, if they just died or if they went up here. But these goons were here the whole time, right? So I'm not actually sure where they went. Oh my god. Has he rebuilt the starport yet? Is he just not going to make any science vessels in a TVP long game? It's pretty ballsy, Sendo, but it's working for him. He's getting stasis to pieces, but it's working. Here we go. There's another scan. There's another. Oh my god, the stasises! I didn't even know I had this kind of range. These guys must be like on the edge of the hitbox. This has got to be like max hitbox on the corner units. I've never seen a single stasis do that. Oh man, look at these goons dying though. Unfortunate. Oh man, the mines. Oh man, more mines and more tanks. Look at this. This freaking tank line, man, is just holding down the fort in the middle of the map while he Oh man, I really want to know what's going through Sugo's head right now. He's like, wait, what? Oh no. And it looks like a few units from the bottom right though are coming down to the 6 o'clock base. There's actually no siege tank here. Siege tank finally rolling in. How much damage can they do? Sendo is getting mined out though. His first 3 bases are also mined out, so he's only on the 6 o'clock and this random mineral only, which can't transfer to. Oh, he is taking the 9 o'clock base as well though, so he is gonna have a fresh base. But what a freaking insane game this is. Sendo though looks like he has a pretty big advantage right now. He's almost 40 supply ahead. He's kind of on 2 base against 2 base, and the Protoss just can't really get an army together to break through the Terran lines. Look at this. Sendo is finally now connecting up to that random mineral only base. This game is actually amazing. Oh man, alright, looks like the tiny, I don't even want to call this an army. I don't know if this is like a legit Protoss army. It's more like a scouting party is what it is. Is just trying to find out what it can do. I mean, really falling on the resources here. I wonder if you should start building some High Templars. Is he getting Storm? I mean, he's got so much gas right now left over that he could definitely. I mean, hell. Oh my! Wait a minute. Wait, guys. Sugo can make Archons right now because Sendo doesn't know what a science vessel is. So, I mean, okay. Archons are not great in PvT for several reasons. One big reason, of course, being that an EMP kills like their entire health pool. But if the Terran doesn't have EMP, man, make some Archons. Let's go, Archons PvT. Oh man, he's gonna get crushed here though. Big stasis on the Goliaths. But oh man, he can't do it. Gotta run down. How you doing, Belair Music? Oh man, if you've just tuned in and you're like, what the hell's going on in this game? I'm afraid that I can't tell you, even though I've been watching this game. I don't really understand what's going on either. It's a science vessel-less long TVP where the Terran expanded into the Protoss base and is now running around with this little guerrilla force that's unfortunately not made up of heroic units of any kind. Did the Terran eventually get... No, I don't think Sendo's actually rebuilt his science facility, so he's just not going to get +3 armor. But that's fine though, because 3-2 is pretty good, and it's not like the Protoss actually has upgrades either. I mean, he's got 3-1, but you know what I mean. So this expansion by Sugo is going to get taken down. And he's taking the top left natural now as well. He's got another force coming out. Did the Arbiter come down here? He could potentially try... Oh, no, he can't try recall. It's way too far away on energy. Double Poop, yes, I saw your comment about the scroll out feature. I'll try and do that. It's a tricky situation because a lot of people don't like the scroll out that much. In fact, a lot of Broodor fans really hate the scroll out. So I'm kind of scared to use it too much, but I will... I'm trying to find the balance. In any case, it doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of large-scale engagements for a while here. Sugo, unfortunately, is just down to a handful of units. He's got to do these hit-and-run tactics, although he can't run anymore. He's just got to do as much damage as he can with these Dragoons. He's just going after the SCVs. He's got to run out of the siege tank range. Oh man, he's going to get a few Goliaths here at the front. But these goons need to move to the left side. They can't really do anything. Oh man, but they're getting stuck. The SCVs are blocking them. They're gonna kill a lot of SCVs here, actually. Really good, good economic damage done by this little attack. But I don't think Sendo really cares. Look at this, his supply barely dipping. He's still just mining. He's building. He's gonna take the 12 o'clock. Sugo's gonna take the 12 o'clock, guys. Or Sendo's gonna take the 12 o'clock. Sugo wanted to take the 12 o'clock and got denied. And now, after like 30 minutes of gameplay, Sendo is gonna take the 12. Guys, Terran spawned at the bottom left, Protoss spawned at the top right, okay? And yet Sendo is gonna take the 12 o'clock base. Holy moly. Oh man, alright, well, I'm trying to think what Sugo can do right now. Like, if you're a Protoss, what would you do in this situation? Because you can't actually keep up with the Terran army count anymore. I guess you just gotta rely on recalls or something? Maybe he's gotta just do more recalls, I guess. Because there's actually no recall defense in the main base. There's no turrets, well, there's a couple of turrets here. But there's no mines, and there's no science vessels to actually block this. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Could work out. Man, that's a lot of gas. Come on, dude, make some Archons. Do you think Sugo actually realizes that there hasn't been any science vessels this game? He can totally make Archons. Sugo, oh my god, I figured it out. That's what he's gotta do. He's gotta make Archons. Or, you know, you can make Templars with Storm too, but that's not nearly as cool as Archons. Alright, looks like Terran is now going for the big engagement. He was trying to force the engagement. A lot of Protoss units coming to fight on this high ground. Stasis on the tanks in the back. But the Protoss force is getting annihilated here. And, I mean, Sendo's going to attack up this ramp, but it doesn't matter that much because this base is already mined out. Protoss can't even afford to get upgrades anymore, so he hasn't even bothered to get the next level upgrades. He doesn't care about that forge that much. The command center is ready to float over to the 12 o'clock, the ultimate BM. I mean, I'm not sure what he can do right now. Some kind of insane defensive recall of Zealots on top of the tanks would be pretty sweet. But it looks like he's actually going for the counterattack here at the 6 o'clock. Blows up the first siege tank with a good Zealot Spider Mine drag. He could do a decent amount of damage here. We're only a couple of tanks, but we do see reinforcements coming down for the Terran. He's trying to repair the siege tank. Can the siege tank live? Oh, the siege tank does not live, but it does enough damage. And enough reinforcements coming in that Sendo is able to take this. By the way, I just noticed Sendo actually has really low APM for a Terran player. So he's doing a pretty good job here with his army control. Man, that's pretty impressive. Anyway, Protoss army coming out. Last attack. Where's it gonna go? To be fair, he did get the top left natural, so he could still mine for a little while. And there we go, the Terran Command Center has landed at the old Protoss expansion. Well, not much he can actually do with his main army, though. Oh man, he can't even stop this base. Look at him, I mean, this is basically as close to getting cucked in Brood War as you can get, I think. This is some cuckage going on. That was supposed to be a Protoss base, but it is no longer. Sendo is mining yo minerals, Sugo. He's not even killing the assimilator. It's like, what? What you gonna do? Oh boy. Alright, looks like the bottom right is now mined out, which is a pretty big problem. I mean, maybe he can take the space, but he needs to, right? Because the probes actually have nowhere to transfer to. And oh, alright, we got another counterattack here. Going in. We're sniping some SCVs. There are actually not that many SCVs left here because he already killed them all in the last attack. So, I don't know if that's like good or bad. Kind of neutral on that one. Wait, what? Sendo's APM jumped from 200 to 300 all of a sudden. Alright, I guess that's the micro going on? Wait, what just happened? What's up with this APM counter? Look, wait, they just switched places. Wait, Sugo was 300 APM, and Sendo was 200, and now it's the other way around. Is this APM counter broken or something? What the heck just happened? Like, this makes a lot more sense, given what's happening in this game. But I could have sworn it was the other way around a second ago. Alright, looks like Sugo is going to lose his base. He doesn't have any units up there. Oh man, unfortunate. I like that base though. Pretty cool base. It's probably going to be the end of the line here for Sugo. Sugo's actually bringing up a decent amount of units from the bottom, but they have no observer with them, so he's going to lose some of them to mines. Looks like he's actually going for the breakout at the front here. Not that many Terran units. They're in a good position. A lot of zealots here. I think he'll be able to break this small mini contain at his natural, but this is not the important part. He might even lose an arbiter there. He's going to lose one arbiter. Might lose a second arbiter. Loses two arbiters in the breakout attempt, and he's losing the last of his bases here. He's going to lose the top left. He is trying to mine. He's got the bottom right natural, but he's got no army. He's 92 supply against 172 Terran. Sugo, he's gonna take the 12 o'clock. Hey man, give me back my base. Come on, man. My base. Don't be like that. Oh man, these tanks are still here. 11 kill tank. Oh man, GG from Sugo, and Sendo takes game number 1, and a very long, almost 40-minute game right there. And taking game number 1 for Team SouL. Nicely done by him. Holy moly. Alright, so we'll be going on to game number 2 here. What's it going to be? It's going to be Babo versus Dragon. Now, confusingly, there are actually 2 dragons playing today. There's also going to be a dragon playing later on in DM Fire versus SCCA, so I'm not actually sure which dragon is which. Given that this dragon has capitalized the O in his name, it makes me feel like this is the Canadian dragon, the LRM player, or former LRM player. I don't know if he's still an LRM, but I'm not 100% sure. And Babo is actually quite a well-known 2v2 player. I believe he was one of the best 2v2 players back in the day on IC Cup. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this game pans out. It's going to be on Blue Storm, and I mean, 2v2 players often are quite aggressive. I think Babo is a Zerg player, so yeah, let's find out how he does here against Dragon, who may or may not be. Oh, apparently it is apparently Dragon Pain. Yes, he was in Pain as well. Dragon Pain. Harm's telling me Faust might have given the wrong replay for 2v2. It's pretty BM. It's pretty unfortunate. I mean, can you get the right replay from him if that's the case? Anyway, game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, on Blue Storm. Here we go. Alright, at the bottom left position as the blue, no, not blue, orange Protoss. Sorry, I got confused by like the little glowy blue bits. It's gonna be Dragon NaS, who apparently is the dragon that I thought he was, and at the top right as the white Zerg, we will have SouL Z Babo. Wait, not SouL T Babo, it's SouL Z Babo, because these guys are awesome, and they actually put their race in their names. It'd be pretty funny if they did like a fake out and, and like put the wrong race in their name. Oh, and I have to give a point to Team SouL, right? I think that's correct. Okay, so PvZ on Blue Storm. Well, I mean, there's a lot of cheesy stuff you can do, but it looks like we're just going to have a regular... I want to say Forge Fast expand. I don't know if you can do a Gateway expand safely on Blue Storm. This is also quite close to the Nexus. I think it's okay, though. I think you can put the Nexus here. I really hope so. But I'm interested to see what kind of wall Dragon does. It's really annoying to make a wall on Blue Storm. And even if you do, so you need to make a wall to like block run-bys into your main, but that kind of leaves the top of your Nexus exposed to the top side here, so things can like run around the back, you can get early Hydras coming out, it's pretty bad times. It's kind of like Destination in that regard. And it looks like an overpull here from Babo. Apparently Babbo is currently A+ on Icy Cup. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, hopefully my overlay is correct. By the way, guys, I guess nobody's shouting, so it seems to be good. I'm still getting used to this new overlay. Many thanks to Foxhand for providing this for me. Looks really awesome. Just got to be on top of updating all the things. And Probe Guy's gonna try and do a bit of hatchery denial, but with 2 drones here, it doesn't seem like he's gonna, or he shouldn't really be able to block this for too long. Excuse me, getting some hiccups. Well, he's actually doing a pretty good job. He's doing it. He's blocking the thing. Oh, alright. Didn't quite block it there, but the Zerg was at like 350 minerals, almost 400, and forced the 6-lings out. That's the thing with Overpool. If your hatchery gets blocked for too long, you can make 6-lings. If you're able to get your hatchery down straight away, I think you usually make 4-lings, because you can't afford more than that. So it's not really the end of the world. Ooh, nice little catch there. Nice little microbe from Babbo to take it down immediately. And the 6-lings is going to force 2 cannons here from Dragon as well. This is actually an amazing, holy moly, this is so good. Wait, this wall is so good. I mean, technically he's walled himself in, so if he wants Dragoons to leave his base, he's gonna have to kill, I guess, this gateway maybe eventually. But this is a tight Blue Storm wall. Man, this is actually really cool. Now I really want to see what kind of wall Dragon to make on the top right, so I can copy it. That is insane. I'm actually Craigasming hard about that wall. Alright, so we got a drone coming out to, I actually don't know what he's doing. Is it just transfer? Alright, so it's a transfer drone. The good old single drone transfer. Now, Pro Guy tried to sneak around the bottom right to go see what's going on. He's actually checking that for an expansion, but it looks like Babbo took the close third rather than the bottom right corner third, which does mean he's going to be on only 2 gas, but I don't think that's that big of a deal in ZVP, at least this early on. And we got 3-hatch Hydra, ladies and gents. Now, taking the close third can be an indication of 3-hatch Hydra, so Dragon will hopefully, for him, send out another probe scout to actually check this. He doesn't have time to wait for the Corsair. This is why the probe scouting is super duper important in this matchup, because by the time the Corsair sees this, he'll be dead already. So he needs another probe to actually tell him what's coming. And the other thing is, even if he knows what's coming, I mentioned earlier, it's really annoying, this wall, when you get early Hydra pressure, because I mean, look at these 2 cannons are not protecting the Nexus. The Hydras can literally stand over here and just shoot the Nexus and the probes. So you need a whole bunch of cannons on this side as well, and then it's just like, ugh, it's a real pain in the butt. So let's see, Hydra speed first from Babbo. Sometimes you can get Hydra range first, run the Hydras down, and just start wailing away before your speed is done. But he's gonna go for that speed. And we do have the Stargate from Dragon. He didn't send out a second probe scout, which means he could be in some serious danger. Having said that, it looks like this is actually not for a bust from Babbo. He's getting a 4th hatchery, so he's actually going for like the 4 or 5 hatch Hydra with no lair, or before lair rather. A super macro-y kind of build where you can get out a ton of Hydras early on. It's actually quite scary to deal with as the Perdos. We do see a 3rd cannon here at the top just for safety. He still doesn't know what's going on, by the way. I don't think he's seen anything of note. So for all he knows, there could be a Spire up and all that good jazz. Now the thing is, since there's no lair, there's not going to be any Scourge. There's no Spire, no Scourge, no Overlord speed. So the Corsair is going to kind of have free reign. Babbo will have to be a little bit careful with his Overlords, so they don't get sniped down by Corsairs, especially if Dragon chooses to make more. Oh yeah, he's actually going +1 Sairs. So +1 Sairs actually can be quite effective. They're going to force the Zerg to be quite defensive here, since he's going to have a really late Overlord speed. So he's going to have to keep the Overlords kind of clumped up around his bases so that the Hydralisks can protect them. He's actually getting an Evo Chamber, presumably for both the fast upgrade and for Spores to help deal with this. Because if you are at the risk of losing, like let's say he loses. Well, there's no Overlords at the natural actually, So basically, a DT can run in, even if there is a couple of Overlords there. The Corsairs can run in and kill it with their +1, and then you're kind of in a sad state. It's like one Overlord can get pushed into a cannon, get taken down there. It's always nice to try and push Overlords into cannons because the DPS from just 1 or 2 Corsairs against an Overlord is not amazing. It does take you a little while to kill a Corsair or an Overlord. So you can just get a little bit of assistance from a cannon. That's quite nice. It's like +1 in speed on the way for his Zealots, and there's the Templar Archives as well. And it doesn't look like Babo's making an insane number of Hydras just yet. Getting at 6 hatchery and the lair as well. But yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of 3-hatch Hydra aggression, but Babo actually just playing it very very defensively. And just macroing up like crazy, which is very interesting. It's completely different from what I expected. You know, I mentioned earlier that since Babo's a 2v2 player, I would have expected a much more aggressive opening from him, but instead content to play the macro game. Now, Dragon is a super strong player, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Also, I believe Dragon race picks both sides of this matchup, so he plays PvZ and ZVP, so he's quite familiar with how this matchup works. And looks like Corsair's going to find a small opening here at the natural. There's no DT though to capitalize. And it appears he's actually stopped Corsair production after 3 Corsairs, even though he did get the +1 for them. Possibly after scouting the late lair from Babo and realizing there weren't going to be any Scourge. He didn't need, you know, a whole bunch of Corsairs to be able to one-shot Scourge, and possibly wanting to invest his money in the Templar tech and get that up ASAPly to not die to Hydralisks, and you know, not wanting to overinvest in Corsairs and just end up dying to the Hydras, I guess. Whoa! 2 Corsairs falling there. Nice catch by Babo. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. Kitty wants food! Kitty wants food now! Alright, looks like some Zealots wanna get all frisky with these Hydras. They shouldn't be able to do too much. You can see more Hydras coming in from the back. That's a lot of Hydras. Corsairs trying to do what it can. If there were 3 Corsairs here, they could actually potentially kill something, but not going to be able to with just 1. So yeah, looks like Dragon gonna get pushed back here. He's getting a Robo. He's got his 6 gateways rolling up. I guess it's not that easy to take a 3rd base on this map in PvZ. You know, I mean, this is the closest 3rd, right? It's a mineral only, which is not that great. It's only got 6 patches, and and it's at the bottom of this wide ramp, which is not great. Looks like DT actually... Wait, what? Alright, while Cadenza was distracting us, a 15-kill DT has appeared coming from the main base. Presumably those were like mostly drones. I don't even know when that happened. I was still looking at the minimap. I don't know how that happened. Well, alright. Well, at least we saw the kill count there. So we got an idea of how much damage that did. Oh my god, please. Please, how do I D&D? Nope, didn't work. It didn't work. Somebody call Steve, man. D&D doesn't work on the new BattleNet. Gotta get Steve, man, in here. Alright, anyway, looks like Dragon is comfortable enough to come up here and take this army. Wow, he has all Zealots and Templar. 1 batch of Mutas could come in here and kill all these Templar. And the Spire is done. Oh no! Oh no, Dragon! Oh, Dragon, this could be very bad for you, my friend. Oh man, this is gonna be really ugly for Dragon. Oh man, he's only got 1 Corsair left that has no HP. And anyway, he's gonna kill his gateway to get out. Oh no! Oh no, Dragon! Dragon, no! No! Oh god, this is the worst feeling as a Perdos. Oh man, he's actually doing a good job with these storms though. Oh, we got him. Last one. Last one. Not gonna get the last. Oh, there's actually 2 here. But that was like 4 High Templars, right? I think there were like 5 or 6 here before. Damn. That is not good. Hey, what's up, Sniffums? How you doing, my friend? I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. but it's kind of like far to the left. I don't have 3 monitors anymore. I only have 2 monitors now because I gave one to my brother, so gotta do everything on the side screen, on the left screen. Anyway, looks like Babbo actually lost some Overlords at some point, and even though he killed a bunch of High Templars, the Protoss does have like a 40 supply lead almost. Maybe a 30 supply lead over his opponent. And here we go, 1 Storm straight away. It's a really good Storm. Actually, there's 2 more High Templar in the back, and it looks like it's going to be enough here. Only Hydras here for Babbo, and oh man, the Storms are going to really do a number on them. 1 more Storm left in the tank for this High Templar. Where's it going to go? It's going to be okay. It's going to blow up 3 Hydras. But now the Protoss is out of Storms. He's got to pull back to the safety of the cannons, and the High Templar has got Storm. Is he going to get focused down? More Storms on the Hydra list. Babbo trying to break through here. But even with the great Mutalisk snipes, there were enough Storms for the Protoss to hold. Wow. Dragon holding the line here. Babbo, meanwhile, taking the bottom right. Let's see, how's the macro doing? Any more DTs in the base? No more DTs in the base. Got double Evo Chambers. Is that 1-0? Yeah, 1-0 done for him against 2-0 for the Protoss. A lot of gateways. Nice gateway layout here for the dude, for Dragon. Hey, what's up, Ultra Patron? Guys, Ultra's in the chat. I think he's going to be playing later on. I can't remember whether it's in this clan war or the next one. But yeah, be pretty good times. So I'm very scared to miss another DT running in, so I'm going to try to not get distracted too much by the chat. Looks like there's another DT here. How many kills can you do, man? Your friend got, what was it, 15, 16 kills? Can you do it also? Looks like Dragon gonna head up here to the top right. And again, this is quite a far base from the third, so not the easiest to take in this matchup. When we finally see some lurkers here from Babbo, it's gonna be a bit of a stronger force here. Pure Hydra is quite strong in the early mid game, but once you get to like the really big Hydra armies like we saw there, it's really hard, if not impossible, to actually dodge storms. You just have too many units, and they're all grouped up, and they're just getting in each other's way. So even though you can storm dodge with smaller Hydra armies, once you get to the late game, it's you need some of the beefier units. Looks like smacking the larva there. It's pretty rude. We out. All right, so. Looks like the Protoss army is moving out now. Or at least is taking this high ground platform. 1 DT protecting the new expansion at the top left. Babbo could easily send like a control group of links to deny that, even with the DT there. But it looks like he's not going to. He's going to lose a couple of overloads here in the middle of the map. Protoss has like a 50 supply lead, but he's going to have to fight up into this high ground with lurkers on it, which is quite difficult to do. So let's see if he's able to. Wow, actually, really supply blocking Babbo by killing those overlords. Bit of a mistake there for Babbo to. I don't know what those overlords are just doing, just chilling in the middle of the map. I guess they're just spotting overlords, but losing like 4 overlords just for vision is a little bit expensive, I think. Could have just put a few lings there, right? Anyway, Protoss army moving down now. He doesn't want to fight up the ramp into lurkers, but there is a path down the bottom here, so he can run down this way and attack the bottom right base. Oh man, this could be really bad. Babbo apparently doesn't realize where this army's going. Okay, it's coming up the back. He's actually going up the platform from the other side here. Babbo making an arc, making a concave of Hydras, but the Protoss army doesn't need to attack into that. This base at the bottom right is completely undefended. Babbo is not moving his army to intercept here. He's just chilling. He's actually going for the counterattack. Babbo's going for the counter. Dragon's taking the 12 o'clock. Babbo's going to sack this expansion, but can he do comparable damage? I don't know. Oh man, Babbo's actually just going for the third. Does Babbo not realize that there's a base at the top left? Maybe he doesn't, or maybe he just assumes that there's too many defenses there, or it's just too far away. But this base is going to fall, and the Protoss is going to move straight up into the Zerg's third. But here we go, that's a lot of Hydra Lurk coming in, and there's no High Templars here. There's only Dragoons and Cells. Are there any High Templars? No High Templars. Look at all these clumped Hydras, but it doesn't matter. There's no Storm to take this down, and it looks like this base is going to be forfeit. The Probe transferring to the top left, but meanwhile, the Protoss army is moving up, killing all the drones from the backside. It's a base race situation, ladies and gentlemen, but Dragon had the initiative here. Dragon moved up first, and oh man, Dragon getting the insane storms down, Lurkers coming down. This is a lot of the Berserk production as well. Look at this, 4 hatcheries here are going to fall. Babo's army is actually just AFK at the middle only of the Protoss. You can see on the minimap, okay, looks like he's finally grouping up, getting ready to go down to the natural. More cannons being added at the natural. And very intense situation. Both players down. A lot of supply. 85 to 122. Hydralisks moving in. But there are 2 Dark Templars here, and there's no Overlord. The 2 Dark Templars doing massive damage. 3-1 upgrades against 2-1 for the Zerg. Babo taking a severe blow. He's going to lose all of the hatcheries that were here. He's lost all of his production buildings. Only the 2 initial hatcheries left. This was his macro location here, and while all this has been going on, the 12 o'clock is up. I think the Overlord saw it. Yeah, okay, so Babo at least sees the 12 o'clock, is going to kill that. But Babo lost 2 bases and all his production facilities in exchange for just killing the Protoss' mineral only, which I don't think he cares about that much anyway. So a much better exchange there for Dragon. And I think Babo is now in serious trouble. I mean, yeah, he's going to get this Nexus, but this was kind of an optimistic Nexus from Dragon anyway. He didn't really protect it in any way. He was just kind of like, well, if I attack now, maybe he won't see it or something. It was kind of almost like a hidden base. So Dragon now just going to peace out. No need to attack into this Lurker arc here. He's going to leave along the bottom side the way he came. Can maybe pick up a couple Overlords if he wants on the way back. Now, Dragon, though, is actually mined out his natural. He's not mining his main at all. He's got 2 idle probes here for some reason. So he is technically only on the 1 base against kind of a 2-base Zerg, I guess, although Babo's going to be mining out his natural pretty quickly. And looks like Babo might be able to intercept this army on the way back. If he can kill off this army, that'd be really good for Babo. He's got a lot of Lurkers here. But there's 4 High Templars with almost maxed energy. Oh, man. That is not good for Babo. Look at the storms coming out. The second storm, not that great. Oh, man, the Lurkers are on top of everything, though. The Lurkers could kill everything. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And it looks like, though, even storming the Overlords for good measure, it looks like Dragon's going to escape with just his Dragoons, actually. Yoink. No? Oh, man. Hydra, come on, man. Get it. Oh, boom, got him. So, 6 Dragoons escape from that insane engagement. Archon is apparently stuck on pathing here, which is unfortunate for him. I guess he's going to be, if he's in a control group and Dragon doesn't notice this, he's going to be stuck here for the rest of the game. Well, and it looks like, top left, oh, it's got 2 High Templars now, so that's very secure. It's still kind of bugged that he's not mining at all from the main. He's gonna have like, well, he's got 3 probes back here. He actually fixed those 2 idle probes as well. And 12 o'clock is being retaken. Hello. Hello, Overlord. Oh. Bye, Overlord. Wow, they do a lot of damage. What are these, +3 games? They do a lot of damage. I mean, Babo is in seriously bad shape right now. I'm not sure what else there's to say. It looks like Dragon's just gonna chill for a bit, but Dragon can easily come down and kill him. I'm not really sure what Dragon's actually waiting for right now. He's super far ahead. Maybe he actually doesn't realize how far ahead he is and just is trying to play it a little bit safer. Oh man, I have 3 more Archons coming out as well. He's gonna have 6 Archons in his force, as well as 4 DTs. Although, with Lurkers out, it's very likely the DTs will get splashed down before they can do that much. Even if he didn't have vision, just the splash damage from the Lurkers will be enough. And here we go! This could be the game-winning attack. No, he's actually just going to go for the fresh hatchery. Alright, sure. He's at 170 supply. He's got a 100 supply lead right now. Dragon realizing that there's pretty much nothing here, so he's going to leave a couple of Zealots to deal with it. I'm waiting for the Arbiter tech. Come on, Dragon, you can do it. Get those Arbiters out. Oh, I forgot there was a ramp here as well. Huh. Are we doing it? Are we going for the win? Wait. Are we going for the win? Attack move? Building cannons at 12? No? 1A, 2A, 3A? I mean, if you're feeling fancy, you can also 4A as well as a Protoss. It's quite an advanced technique, using 4 hotkeys for your army, but some Protosses are able to accomplish this. I love how the storm kills the eggs too. It's pretty funny. Oh, sniping the obs. Nice move there. Unfortunately for him, there's one obs on the bottom side. I wonder if he can put a goon here and just shoot the drones. That'd be really annoying. Oh. That's rude. Oh, come on now. Oh, we have Defilas though. We have Dark Swarm. This could actually change things. Well, this is DTs and Zealots and Archons here. It's not going to change that much. And Dragon's now got all of the stuff on his side of the map. But he's even building a Robo here for some Reavers. Dragon is mining away happily. And Babbo is not so happy. But Babbo's going for the attack. Babbo's like, alright, you don't want to attack? I'm going to attack. He's making the first move here. Babbo's not going to wait around. There's the Dark Swarm. There's a big storm on the Lurkers though. And oh my god, the Lurkers are all exploding. Look at the little like rose blood splatters there. Don't Lurkers dying look like a little rosebud? Isn't that cool? Isn't it pretty? Oh, GG from Babbo. Losing all of his Lurkers there. Cannot continue. And Dragon evens up the score, making it 1-1 between these teams. Whew! It's a pretty intense game there. Oh, I can even cross out people's names on here. Alright, so let's see. So, Sendo took out Sugo in the first match, and then Dragon takes out Babbo. Good stuff. Alright, at the top right position, we have SouL, R, Dream. Oh, he's R! He's random. Wait, I'm on the thing. Alright, I fixed it. Don't worry, guys, I fixed it. Oh my god, guys! And his partner at the bottom left is Yellow Protoss. SouL P Love has 1,000 APM. Did you guys see that? He had 1,000 APM. Alright, well, I know who I'm pegging to win this one. Guys, 1,000 APM from SouL P Love. This guy is the next Bisu. Alright, and their opponents at the top left is the Orange Protoss. Will be Dragon NaS at the bottom right, as the Brown Zerg will be Beast NaS. And it looks like, oh wait, it looks like the names actually just overflow. Actually overflow. Wait. Maybe I can take their clan tags off. Oh my god, wait, mouse, please. Stop. Alright, let me take off the clan tags. Oh, mouse, please. South American lag. Classic. We have the classic, guys. Alright, we did it. I'm not gonna bother with the races though, because I don't think that's gonna fit. So whatever. You guys can check it on the top left with the good old 1,000 APM counter. So it looks like we're gonna have 9 pull here from Mr. Dream. Interestingly, Beast is actually not 9 pulling, which is a little bit curious to me, because 2v2 is all about the early aggression, right? So you can see 2 gates from both Protosses as well. But a 9 pull with speed, and a 9 pull with speed I would have thought is the go-to build for Zerg in this matchup. But who knows? By the way, on Wednesday I casted an amazing 2v2. I can't remember which clan war it was, but it was an insane 2v2. It's actually uploaded as a separate VOD on my channel. Again, thanks to Foxan, who's actually doing the YouTube uploading and editing for me, so that's pretty cool. So if you guys want to check that one out, that was an insane 2v2 match. That's actually... I mean, I'm not usually like the biggest fan of 2v2, I don't know that much about it, but I thoroughly enjoyed that 2v2. So we got the in-base hatchery from Beast, which in 1v1s makes me very sad, but in a 2v2, I guess seems legit. Once again, I'm kind of casting this without much knowledge, although one could argue that I do the same normally for 1v1s anyway. So let's look at a little bit of Zergling skirmishing going on here. Dream with his 9-pole trying to come in here and do some aggression on the bottom right. Love, his ally, his 1000 APM ally is coming in here. So this is the thing. This is what you want to do in 2v2. You want to gang up on one of your opponents, 2v1 one of them down before their ally can come and save them. Dragon is coming down in the middle of the map, but he's really far away still. So the SouL team could potentially bust up this ramp here. By the way, I just want to point out that Love went from having 1000 APM to having the lowest APM in the game, which I think is kind of funny. I mean, at the end of the day, APM doesn't matter that much, so you know it's whatever. But I just think it's kind of amusing that this is what's happened. What? And it looks like Dragons came down to help his ally, and then realized that the attack was not continuing, so he just went home, just pieced right out of there. Meanwhile, second hatchery on the way for Dream. The lair already almost done for Beast, though, and not even started for Dream. So Dream could potentially have to make some spore colonies when the inevitable mutas come out. And it looks like the SouL team has actually changed tactic. They're actually going to wall in Beast and try and attack Dragon instead. But you know, Zealots blocking ramps, melee on ramps. When you have this many Zealots, it's going to take a million years for them to actually break up this. And it looks like they've changed their mind again. Is there an overload here or something? How did they know that? Oh, it's because a drone drill happened at the bottom right. Okay, so a drone drill happened, busted out the bottom right, and has caused Team SouL to actually change their tactic yet again and come down here and recontain Beast into his base. By the way, Nemu asked why is Babo not playing on the 2v2 team? I had the exact same thought when I saw this lineup. I was like, wait, I thought Babo was like one of the best 2v2 players ever. But maybe Babo doesn't want to play with somebody who's not a 2v2er, if you know what I mean? Like maybe he's kind of, you know, because the 2v2 players, they're quite familiar with other 2v2 players, and maybe he just he wasn't comfortable playing with some random guy who doesn't necessarily know 2v2, if that makes sense. Anyway, nice little drone drill here protecting the Sunken, and this attack against Beast is not going to kill him. He did lose a few drones here, but Beast is alive. Now, what is Dragon going to do in response? Dragon, his ally, is going to counterattack Dream at the top right. Man, I'm just like spending so much brain power trying to keep the player's name straight. 2v2 is hard, man. I mean, I already missed things in 1v1. 2v2 is crazy. Alright, Beast is instructing his ally Dragon to go Dark Templars. Seems pretty good. I like Dark Templars. I think that's a pretty good choice. And Dream just needs an Evo soon, I guess, but the Spire's actually not built yet because he lost a bunch of drones earlier. So Beast has actually had to re-drone after that attack. And so has not been able to get the Spire yet. Apparently they're all in. Alright, there we go. Looks like Love is actually getting DTs. Dragon is actually also getting DTs, but is also getting good range. Interesting. He's doing all this off one gas, which is a bit optimistic. This is slightly optimistic. And by slightly, I mean quite a bit optimistic. The optimism level is high from Dragon. There we go. This is Dark Templar. To be fair, he actually already has 5 Dragoons, so having goon range is not bad. I'm being slightly facetious. So it looks like we got the good old cannon here from Love to make sure he doesn't die to DTs, which actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, even though these guys both have Zerg allies, the Zerg is actually so far away, it's difficult for their ally to... I mean, they're cross-map, right? The allies are cross-spawns. So it's very difficult for them to get a friendly Overlord over there. Although it looks like Beast has somehow actually snuck an Overlord all the way cross-map to Dragon's base to provide detection against DTs, which is going to be pretty sweet for him. The little who asks if the Shift Tab command works in 2v2. I highly doubt it. Or, wait, no, I don't highly doubt it. Let me see. Whoa, it does! Wait, guys, do you like this? So now, now I've got the SouL team. Actually, wait, no, this is really confusing because now I can't. Now the colors don't match up on the top left anymore. So I'm not gonna do that. That actually is just confusing the hell out of me. All right, where were we? Zergling's in the middle of the map. DT to me. It's like +1. I don't see any DTs being made. Oh, there's 2 already. Looks like Dream. Dream and Love going for the attack again. Speed is done for Love's Zealots. But again, busting up a narrow ramp with just melee units just takes so long, if you can even do it. So it's not gonna happen here. Units back, just DTs. Oh man, I'm loving how Beast is taking control of this game. Beast, man, he knows what's up. He's the team leader. He's the captain of Team NaS. Now, interestingly, even though Beast got his lair way faster than Dream, and has apparently also got his Spire way faster than Dream, he doesn't have any air units that I've been able to see. So he's not really gonna be able to take advantage of that. In fact, Beast is declaring that his team should open mid. So it looks like he's given up already. Although I guess thankfully that's not a thing in Brood War, so they're just gonna keep playing. Hey, what's up, Rohit, bro? Good to see you. Alright. What else is going on here? Oh, hello. Alright. See, Harm, I got the DT, alright? The DT was here, it's dead now. I didn't miss it. Alright, it's gone. He's making an Archon, too. So we have an expansion, finally. From both Protoss players, actually. And we have our first mutas out on the map. Man, these mutas have been a while. Taking a while to come out. Interestingly, it seems that, you know, the 9-pool opening of Dream versus the overpool or 12-pool or whatever it was of Beast made virtually no difference in this game that I can tell. And here we go, muted on mute action. Wait, he's got Overlord speed. I was gonna make it kind of awkward to stack mutas. Interesting. The Red Zerg does not have Overlord speed, so he's gonna have to run to the safety of his ally. Interestingly, Dream has also managed to get a slow Overlord all the way across map. It's pretty good. 1 DT for my ramp. Dude, he's got like 6 units here, man. Come on, Beast. Dude, Beast is like so needy. He's like, do this, do that. Dude, Beast is like the nagging housewife, you know? Like, Dragon's trying to play his game. He's trying to, you know, he's trying to build his thing and do what he wants. And Beast is like, build a DT, come on. Block my ramp, jeez. God, Beast, you're such a whiner. Alright, so what do we got? We got Robo. He's gonna make some ops. We didn't see that in the 2v2 on Wednesday. We just saw Overlords providing vision, which is quite fun. And there's a Terran in that game too, making mines. I guess it's more important here since there's DTs on the map. Alright, we got Zealot Archon versus a lot of Dragoons. Zealot Archon's pretty good against just Dragoons. Oh man, look at these Zealots go. They're just carving down everything, but there's a lot of cannons in the back, so I don't really think this is going to do that much. Main is apparently dead. Beast informing his ally Dragon that his main base is in fact dead, even though there's literally nothing Dragon can do about this because all his army is at the front, trying to not die at the front either. And it looks like Beast is going to save his ally Dragon though with his mutas, but it seems that Dream has done quite a number. There's no probes left in the main base. I'm not sure how many were saved. It doesn't look like many probes were even saved because Dragon was too busy focusing on the attack at the front. So a nice backstab here by Dream, managing to cripple Dragon's economy. This is awesome. Alright, what do we got? Hey, I see Hongju up in the chat. Oh yeah, all the cool kids are here today. Oh, looks like Beast going for the attack, but there are spore colonies up for Dream. Are there any spores here for Beast? There aren't. which means Beast has gotta be careful now, because if he gets caught out of position with his mutas on the offensive, Dream could easily backstab with his mutas and kill all the drones. That's one nice thing about having static defenses. I mean, you know, very often, or in general, you don't want to make more static defenses than you need, because that's kind of like an investment of resources that is just static. You can't it's not flexible. You can't attack with a spore colony, obviously. But it does give a bit of flexibility for Dream to be way more aggro with his mutas, whereas Beast, he's moving out on the map right now, right? He's gonna go harass the back of Love's mineral line. But what happens now if Dream sends all his mutas to Beast base, and there's actually nothing here to defend? Oh man, now Love's gonna take a lot of damage though. No Corsairs for either Protoss player. And the muta's coming out. The muta's though going cross map. But you see Dream's actually, or Beast rather. Where's he going? Move Ling 12. Yeah, get out, man. I wanna make a Nexus. Any air upgrades? Nope. Air upgrades? Nope. Interesting. With this many mutas, you'd think Carapace would be very good. Or even attack. Any upgrade, really. So, looks like, oh, we're gonna have some more muta on muta action here. Ooh, sniping down one muta straight away. They're gonna meet up with the Protoss army with an Archon there to support. Both Protoss players are just expanding like crazy, and the Zerg players are just stuck on the one base. But unfortunate. Oh, I can actually see how many units there are by boxing. That's actually really nice. Can I double click? Oh my god, I can even double click? What? That's crazy. Alright, my clicking skills are bad, but you can definitely double click right now. Okay, looks like the SouL team is going after bottom right, is going after Beast. Beast calling for some support from his ally. With quite a few Archons and Dragoons here. I mean, I feel like the Orange Protoss has the army superiority here. Dragon with some pretty beastly macro. Yeah, 91 supply for Love versus 113 for Dragon. Dragon with a 20 supply lead, and he lost more probes, I think, as well. So he has even more army supply. And here we go. We have an engagement. Not a great angle here for Love. The Muta's trying to fight all over the place. And it looks like, well, actually it's still quite close in the air, but no, the red mutas for some reason are running all over the place. What the heck are they doing? Dream running around with his mutas like headless chickens here and taking a whole bunch of free damage, getting completely annihilated in the air. And Dragon now, even though it's quite a close exchange on the ground, is going to take it with the help of these Mutalisks. Beast very confident in their eventual victory now. And after that kind of an engagement, I gotta say, I think he's probably right, especially with Dragon also having a third base behind this. So having the economic and army advantage right now for Team NaS. I'm not really sure what Team SouL can do to recover from that. That was a huge loss. The entire army, also the entire air army of a one-base Zerg, this Dream is not going to be able to reproduce. And look at this, Beast has enough mutas where he can actually just man-mode down these Spore colonies. Taking down the front of the base. Looks like Dream is going to try and counterattack, but plenty of cannons here for Dragon. Even going to intercept these Zerglings. And I think that's going to be it here for the 2v2. There we go. GG from Dream and GG for Team NaS here. Nice big engagement there in the middle. Looks like apparently Love is... Alright, there we go. Love did not want to give up there, but realizing he can't play a 1v2. And that means Team NaS will take down the 2v2 and give their team the 2-1 advantage in this clan war. Whew. Alright. Which means, once I cross off the SouL team here, we are going on to game number 4 on Tau Cross, which is going to be between SouL T Ultra and Moxie NaS. Now, Ultra, I know, is a very strong old school player. It's very cool to see him coming back and I'm playing some games here. I'm not really sure who Moxie is. Game apparently knows who this is, but I have no idea. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, game number 4 coming right up. Let me host it up here. And go. Moxie is Legendary Dream, aka LD. I'm afraid that doesn't mean very much to me. I don't know if that means something to anybody else. Does LD/Legendary Dream ring a bell? I'm sure it rings a bell for somebody. Moxie NaS. Alright. Whoops. So, going into game number 4. Alright, at the top right, as the blue Terran, we are going to have SouL Ultra. And at the 6 o'clock position, as the green Terran, we're going to have Moxie NaS. We're going to have a TBT on Tau Cross. Oh man. Guys, quick, run to the bathroom, get some popcorn. Could be in for a long, long game here. Good luck, and have fun, my friend. Alright. Did I get the overlay right? I think I did. I hope I did. This awesome overlay, by the way, courtesy of Foxhand. Again, oh man, it looks so slick. I feel so cool, man. I feel like a real caster. I've all grown up, you know? I got past caster puberty with all the just random text boxes everywhere. Pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so TBT on Tau Cross. Now, Tau Cross, I'm trying to remember any TBTs that I've watched on this map. The thing is, there's not that much in the way of like super interesting terrain features. So, the natural is siegeable, right? Which is super annoying. But other than that, I mean, you know, we don't have like interesting back bases, or you know, it's not like Destination you can drop behind the natural or anything. It's like it's a fairly flat open map. I mean, you got some bridges here, I guess you can control. It doesn't seem to be that kind of like super long game split map to me, especially as a 3-player map. I guess it can be kind of awkward on how you split it. Like whoever splits it with the other main on their side gets a huge advantage, I guess. So that kind of forces the other player to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more active. Anyway, got a fairly early scout here from Ultra. And check out what Mr. Moxie's doing. Bum, bum, bum. You can see Ultra's built his barracks on the corner of his base, so we can float that out for a scout. And Moxie's built is kind of close to his command center, but you can also float that out after 1 Marine as well. I mean, he's almost certainly going to, of course, in TBT, since you don't really need your barracks. By the way, I want to say, this series has been pretty awesome so far. I mean, on Wednesday we had a couple of good games, but both series I think were relatively fast. But in this case, we got some pretty awesome players, pretty awesome games here. And I am super happy about this. Yay for the Pan American Team League. Huge thanks again to Psionic Reaver for putting this all together. I mean, it is, by the way guys, it is a lot of work getting this kind of thing together. You know, just having a few teams for something is hard enough. Something like, you know, Gambit's Cup, I know, has had some organizational difficulties. But thank you. But something as big as PATL with like 20 teams or whatever it is insane. So mad props to Psionic for getting this together. Alright. What do we got here? We got barracks floating out. We got factories done at almost the same time. One guy on the gas. Oh, actually, the command center is already built, so not even don't even need to see that. And yeah, one factory span from both players. Exactly the same build, which means we could actually see a long game here. Which would be interesting. What's the follow-up going to be? I don't think going for something like Mass Wraith is necessarily great on this map. Again, there's not that many terrain features to take advantage of, so I think just going Mass Ground is the way to go. Man, what the heck is going on in the chat? What are you guys even talking about? Completely unrelated to Brood War discussion happening. I'm always curious about how that happens. Anyway, looks like Voltra Speed on the way. Okay, this could be interesting. So Moxie is apparently going for a mass Voltra strategy here, which I do like. I think that's very exciting to watch, especially because it usually forces the other player to at least go for some Voltras in response. And Ultra's actually doing the exact same thing. Okay, maybe this is just what you do on Talcross. I'm sorry, I really don't remember seeing a lot of TBTs on this map, but it could be that Mass Voltra is how you play TBT, which means I like Talcross even more now. I like Voltra TBT, so I like Talcross. But we do have an armory though. We do have an armory as well for Moxie. I guess this makes sense, not only for the upgrade, but just in case your opponent's going Wraiths, or even getting a dropship, you can get a Goliath to help deal with that. And of course, eventually you will want to switch out of pure Voltra anyway. So getting the Goliath now, getting that upgrade started is pretty good. Okay. To TBT. Yeah, fair enough. Entertain yourselves while the players just chill. I mean, there are some Vultures on the map. Can I I can't multi-select mines. That would be super OP. That'd be a new feature. Oh, I can multi-select! Woo! This is so cool! I can make boxes! Apparently nothing is going on. Oh, we might see our first death of the game! Guys! First blood! We gonna get first blood? Even if they don't kill it, it's gonna burn down before an SCV can fix it, right? Oh, come on, explosions! Explosions! Harm says I could brag and talk about beating Midian last night. That's right, I did beat Midian last night, guys. TOT Midian was in the GBR channel on Brood War, and I was encouraged by one of the mods, a certain mod, to play against him. Now, this full disclosure, he was apparently drunk, but I did take a game off Midian, so hell yeah! Spent all morning watching that replay, just patting myself on the back about how gosu I am, even though I'm only like 1800 MMR. Faust apparently pronounces his name Mid-Ian? That seems way harder to say than just Midian, so... Midian. Oh, Midian? Midian? Dude, Midian sounds so much better, man. Is this gonna... Wow, it's actually not gonna burn down. Oh wait, we might! Are we gonna have first blood? Wait, I think something died here. I don't know what it was. Was that an SCV? Maybe. I mean, he's killing mines. Does mines count? Killing mines feels like it shouldn't count, right? It's like killing creeps. Oh, I think a vulture... Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. How could a vulture die? Because there's a spider mine. Faust is telling me I apparently played TOT Paranoid as well at some point. I don't remember this, so I probably lost. So, I'm just like not... I just blocked it out of my memory. But I did beat Cole, that's right, Slorm. I actually beat Cole, which is hilarious. No, I didn't play anyone else that night, Cadenza. I was too happy with that one win. I didn't want to ruin it by playing any other games. By the way, for anyone who actually wants me to talk about StarCraft, too bad. This is no longer a StarCraft stream. This is a /brag stream where I talk about how awesome I am. So if you guys aren't interested, you can totally tune out. I'm just kidding. Don't stay, please don't tune out. Please stay. By the way, it says 6-fact all in here from Ultra. So I think Moxie might be dead soon because he's not even finished his 4th factory. And yet, interestingly, Moxie, despite being 4-fact against 6, has a supply lead for some reason. He's at 88 against 76. So I'm not actually sure what's going on right now. Because... surely the 6-facting player should have more supply, right? He should have more dudes. So I'm not really sure what's going on. There's like 1-0 upgrades done for Ultra, not yet for Moxie, which is interesting because he got the way faster armory. Yeah, he's not even getting it. So I guess he just got it to be able to get Goliaths. And Moxie is actually taking a 3rd base, which could be even worse for him now because of the 6-fact. Alright, when are we going to go though? But Terran is super strong defensively, remember, so even with the production advantage, it's going to be difficult for Ultra to actually attack into this. Ultra also supply blocking himself, unfortunately for him. So this is actually looking pretty good for Moxie. Moxie doesn't really need to do anything, just needs to hold. Oh, wait, can you actually see? What? You can siege the gap between the main and the natural from outside the main? Oh my, I take it back. Tau Cross sucks, man. How is this at all fair? Alright, this is a terrible map. Got Tau Cross. What? This. Oh my, I'm tilted. I'm not even in this game and I'm tilted. So Moxie actually can't leave his base right now, but he already has units protecting his 3rd? I mean, look at this. You see what I mean? This is actually really cool by Ultra, though. I don't know if this is common knowledge. I had no idea that you could do this. Oh man, that's pretty sweet. And meanwhile, it looks like Ultra's going to try and perhaps run it down the left side. He can come behind the tank line. That would actually be a really sick move there, if he moved all these Vultures behind the tanks. Could be really good. Meanwhile, he's taking a command center here, even though the mines are here. He doesn't really care. I said it was all in 6-fact, but I guess he realized he couldn't necessarily kill his opponent, so he's just going for oh man, look at this. He's going for the slide in the left side. Look at this. The tanks were way too far forward. And Moxie now is getting his 3rd denied, even though he had tanks in position to defend it from the front. Meanwhile, it seems that the tanks of Ultra have been cleared out here, but now Ultra moving in to the front side. The tanks were unsieged and no support for them. A lot of Vultures running in with mines. They're just going to take down these 3 tanks that were here. And even though Moxie was able to break out of his main, it might be too late here. He's still struggling. Okay, finally taking out those tanks, but he's lost complete control of the map. And now Vultures are running in amongst the siege tanks. They're going to lay mines all over the siege tanks. This could be really bad for Moxie. Oh my god, and the last tank, no, is going to get taken down. But Ultra with the huge win here. I thought Moxie was doing a really good job holding position, but Ultra with the combination holding position, stopping the reinforcements from leaving the main, and also sliding down the left side, avoiding the tank line to take out the 3rd base. And that move also, by the way, caused Moxie to unsiege his tanks. That made Moxie unsiege his tanks, which was what allowed the Vultures to easily run in and kill all of them. So Ultra now in fantastic position in this game, getting his science facility. I don't know if does he have 1-1 already? No, he doesn't. Just going to wait to get that +2 attack, I guess, from the armory. But at this point, I'm not sure if that even matters. The tanks sieging down everything. A couple of Wraiths from Moxie are going to try and do what they can to take down these siege tanks. I mean, Wraiths do almost no damage here. SCV is also coming off the line here for Moxie. He's down to 57 supply against 100 for Ultra. And Ultra, it looks like, is going to take down this game. And if Ultra takes down this game, that means it's going to go to an ace match, ladies and gentlemen. It will be 2-2. And I have no idea who would even come out for an ace. It might be like Dragon versus Ultra or something like that. That would be a really cool ace match if that happens. I can't even remember who played in the first set. Oh, it was like Sendo and Sugo, wasn't it? I feel like it's likely we'll see Ultra play again. And GG from Moxie. Natural Command Center falls. And Ultra takes set number 4, which means we are going to an ace match, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, super exciting. Man, what a great clan war this is. Holy moly. Pretty much all 4 games were quite solid. And now we're going to an ace match. Really good stuff. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay. I was eating some delicious grapes. Because of course, this is a grape stream. But we are moving on to the ace match between SouL and NaS. I have quickly snuck in to see who the players are, and I can tell you it is going to be Sendo versus Dragon here for the ace match on Destination. So without any further ado, I am just going to go straight into the game. Here we go, guys. The decider. Alright, so at the 6 o'clock position as the orange Protoss, we do have Dragon. And at the 12 o'clock position as the yellow Terran, we have Sendo. Both of these players won their matches. Sendo won a TVP on Circuit Breaker against Sugo. A pretty crazy long match where he did not build a single science vessel in a 40-minute TVP. So I don't know if Dragon saw that game. But yeah, possibly something he can take advantage of. And of course, we did see Dragon take out Babo on Blue Storm in a PvZ. Going to be playing a different matchup here, but it should be quite interesting. I know Dragon is an extremely strong Protoss player. He's been one of the top foreign players for quite a while now. And Sendo, I don't know too much about him, but his TVP earlier was pretty insane and pretty fun to watch as well. So excited to see what he pulls out here against Dragon if he continues to play his science vessel-less style, which sounds crazy, but I mean it worked, right? It worked. I mean he actually had really good like Goliath blocking and sniping of Arbiters. He built quite a few Goliaths in his armory, so that actually helped quite a bit. Ugh. All right, gotta stretch it out here. Got to keep the blood flowing. And by the way, guys, this is not the only match of the day. I'm also going to be casting DM Fire versus SCCA after this match. And Psionics said that like just looking at the lineups, that should also be a really good match. So yeah, we could potentially be in for a long night, guys. I didn't realize that these games would go this long after how quick the Wednesday cast was, but hell yeah, PATL. Alright, looks like we've got pretty standard build so far. None of the crazy cheese that we often see on Destination. We're going to see a wall in here from Sendo. You don't usually see wall in TVP anymore, but on Destination I think it's still relatively common. Whew, man, this is such a good clan war. Alright, let's see. The CV Scout gets in here. Wait, there hasn't been a Probe Scout yet, has there? Hold on. I don't think there's been a Probe Scout yet. And Dragon goes Zealot first. Very interesting. He's going straight over, but this is a full wall. The Zealot's gonna do nothing here. Well, alright, now he's gonna kill a Marine, because this Marine is super brave and decided to walk on the outside of the barracks. I don't know why you would do this if you have the wall already, because a probe's not going to get in anyway. And I guess he didn't see the Zealot though, because his SCV was like over here when the Zealot popped out, so he just assumed Dragon would not be making a Zealot. So I guess from Sendo's perspective, that's not a terrible play, because why would the Protoss make a Zealot from this position? He's going to lose one Marine. There's nothing he can do about this. That's fine, because now it's a Zealot-type wall. And is he pulling guys? Not yet. Could be something besides a one-fact expand. Looks like Goon Guy is gonna take down this SCV. Otherwise, I don't see anything too crazy happening. Oh no, it's a dead end. No, he's been cornered. He got cornered in the back alleyway. There's a big evil Dragoon trying to kill him. It's like, no, please. Stop. I don't have any money. Rip. So we've got an FD coming out for Sendo. He's not pulling guys from gas though. Oh, he's building a second tank. Okay, well then that kind of explains that. So he's going for the strong FD here with 2 tanks, but only 4 Marines here. You can make a couple more Marines actually if you want to do this. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna make a couple more Marines. So this is actually going to be quite a powerful attack here, especially since Dragon has gone for the one gate expand. Oh, the Marine though. Oh, that Zealot actually doing quite a number on the Marines. And, ooh, lucky there. The Dragoon missing its shot as the tank goes up onto the high ground ramp. But yeah, one gate Goon could suffer a little bit against the 2-tank attack, especially since he went the Zealot first. Yeah, the Zealot did a decent job there, but that could have been a Dragoon or a slightly quicker Dragoon. It's not exactly like, you know, he would have had one more Dragoon there, but the next Dragoon would have been slightly faster, which could make a difference. All right, and it looks like Sendo is actually... Okay, no, here we go. I was going to say, because actually in his first game... Oh, no, he gets us around! Oh, almost gets us around. That would have been really nice. In Sendo's game against Sugo, he actually went for an FD and did not attack with it, even though Sugo went for a one-gate expand. And I think it was because he missed... Because Sugo hit the probe at his natural, even though an SCV was there. So it looked possibly like Sugo was trying to do some kind of proxy nonsense. But it looks like Sendo is not going to play passively this time. He's going for it. I think it's a really good idea, especially when you go for 2 tanks. You have to be a bit aggressive in the early game. Looks like a second gateway is now finished. Observatory on the way. Can this attack really do anything? I'm not sure, because these bridges are incredibly hard to push over for any race, really. But he might go for a contain here. So he's got the early kind of contain set up, and oh man, these Dragoons are walking forward into the siege tank fire. You gotta be careful not to do that. 2 Dragoons do fall, but he does get the Vulture and one SCV. And I mean, I say contain, but this is not like a super hard contain. You know, one more round of Dragoons. When these 3 Dragoons come out, when he has 6 Goons, I'm pretty sure you can just run up here and kill both these tanks, even with the bunker there. Unless the tanks move back slightly, like if this tank moves behind here, he also just want to blow up his own tank. But it's not the scariest contain this early in the game, especially because we can see he's expanding behind it. It's not like a 2-fact or anything like that. So I wouldn't be overly concerned for Dragon right now, but I guess we'll see though, because when the turret gets up, that's going to be a little bit more annoying, and also with a 3rd siege tank. Like this could still be annoying. He might mine out his back minerals here. Yeah, it looks like it's exactly what he's going to do, so he's going to be able to walk outside. But the problem is, I don't think he has time for that though, because the siege tank is now actually in range of this Nexus, and this is actually getting scarier and scarier. It wasn't scary early on, but now this is actually becoming a little bit of a problem, and the Goons bugging out on the SCVs! Oh my god! I said it wasn't a problem, but this is now a huge problem! This is becoming a very big problem for Dragon. He gets 1 siege tank at the cost of like 3 or 4 Dragoons right there. This is now a problem. This wasn't a problem before, but it is now a problem. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. He waited a little bit too long to actually go in there, and unfortunately also had his Goons just bug out a little bit on the SCV building the turret, and now, what is he actually going to do? I mean, these turrets are going to finish. He's not going to be able to detect the spider mines, and the thing is, and also these turrets will also draw aggro. They'll draw Dragoon fire as well when he tries to run up against these tanks, and the clock is ticking because the Nexus is over halfway dead. He can't even afford to wait. Like, if he's building a shuttle or something, he's building a shuttle, but by the time the shuttle finishes, the Nexus will be dead. He's actually just abandoning the Nexus. He's going out the back side, but this attack by Sendo has actually killed this. I can't believe this. The strong... Guys, this was not a 2-fact. This was a 1-fact, 2-tank strong AFD attack, where he got siege mode immediately after mines, and instead of attacking into the natural, which would be suicide across the bridges, he stayed on this side, siege the tanks, built the bunker, and just slow pushed across the natural, and he's actually killed this. Now the Dragoons, I don't know what they're gonna do, because all Sendo needs is like 2 tanks here and a couple of mines, and how is Protoss gonna attack across these bridges? I don't know how he's gonna do it. Is he going Reaver Tech or something? Like, the only way he can come back is if he had gone for Reaver Tech and did some insane Reaver micro or something. But Sendo is in such a great position right now. I'm actually so impressed. Like, after his game against Sugo, I was like, well, why didn't he attack with the FD? You know, that's pretty bad, right? But man, this time, he knew what was up. Oh man, are we gonna have a Bulldog bust? He's not gonna try it. Look at the SCV blocking again. Look at these sneaky little SCVs. Well, I guess he can use this to now attack this from the back and possibly kill it. I still think he would lose a lot of units if he did this. He's actually taking a secret hidden base at the left side. And he's also channeling his inner Bonnet. Dragon has apparently been watching too many of my casts of Bonnet games and has decided to go for one base carriers. And oh no, he's gonna get scouted here. Oh man, so he's gonna get scouted on the left side. Alright, but he's gonna sandwich this container. Alright, he's got zealots as well now, he's going in. Alright, so this side's coming in, the back side coming in as well. Observer suicide. The shuttle is almost certainly gonna die as well, but he's gonna kill all the tanks at least. Alright, there we go. So, he's busted out of the contain. He really probably should cancel this, although maybe not. I mean, the two vultures aren't really gonna kill that, and he has time now to actually go over and save it. I guess. I mean, I guess we'll see. Can the carriers win it for him? Can the carriers win it for Dragon? I mean, if the carriers can win it for Dragon, I'm switching to Protoss. For sure. Because this is a horrible position to be in. But he's ahead in supply, though. I mean, look at this. Dragon's at 94. And Sendo's at 85 supply. Which is nice. And look at this, he saves the Nexus. He saves it. And what does Sendo have? He has a third command center. Sendo went for a fast third. So Sendo actually cannot really punish this left side hidden base, which isn't actually hidden anymore, but he's only got 5 tanks now, and he's behind in supplies. So Protoss has a pretty nice army. Looks like the Vultures ran in, trying to do a bit of harassment. Gonna get caught out here by the Protoss. What the heck is going on? And I don't think this has been scouted yet, right? Okay, but he has the armory for the upgrades. So, you know, as soon as he scans that, he can make a bunch of Goliaths. He has one Goliath now, but I'm pretty sure this is just for the shuttle. Like, he's not even getting Goliath range. So he definitely hasn't seen the Stargate yet. Well, one Vulture running in the back here. Looks like Probe's actually going to transfer to the left side. Interestingly enough, he's not getting +1 attack though. I guess he can't afford it right now. And also, if Sendo scanned the main and saw this cybernetics core spinning, he would immediately know it was carriers. So this kind of is like double duty, you know, making sure, or one, he can't afford it, and two, even if he could afford it, it at least doesn't give away the game early on. And there's like a lot of vultures coming in here, but Dragoons and Cannons going to keep the probes alive. But look at how close the bases are. Protoss and Terran are so close. This is not what you want as a Protoss. Look at this. Sendo can just walk right up to the low ground here and start sieging it down. And there's still one Vulture patrolling these bases. There's still a turret blocking this base. So Sendo knows there's no other hidden bases, no other base anywhere else. If he can just siege this down, he's again going to make Dragon stuck on his two bases. Here we go. Not really much Dragon can do about this. He does have a shuttle. He needs a shuttle, actually. Where is the shuttle? Shuttle's just chilling at home. It actually doesn't have any zealots. Where are the carriers? He doesn't even have 2 yet. I think when the second one comes out, he might need it to come here and save his base. Oh no. Oh my god. This is so bad. At least he can't hit the Nexus from the low ground, right? Can you hit the Nexus from the low ground? Maybe from this side, but I'm pretty sure you can't do it from the top. Okay, but he's gonna come inside anyway. Oh, is that the move? Is this the go time? No, it's not go time. It's runaway time. Alright, that's fine. That's cool. The tactical retreat is very viable. Oh my god. The tactical retreat. Look at this move by Sendo! Sendo's a freaking god. He knew the probes would run away and moved the Vultures to intercept. And he's gonna see the carriers now, but he's gonna get all the probes on the transfer. Oh my god, the probe massacre. Look at that! Dude, Sendo is a genius. This guy is a TVP god. So he sees the carriers. There's the Goliath pump. He actually is not getting Goliath range though. Does he have that already? Maybe he got it already. Oh man, alright, so Expansion attempt on the left side here by Dragon. But he is seriously hurting. Okay, he's finally getting the +1 upgrade for his carries. He's got 2 Stargates pumping now. But he's a base down against Terran. That is a horrible position to be in. And what do we got here? Oh, apparently Sendo lost his barracks at some point, so he's remaking that. And carriers coming out. Not even with a full complement of interceptors yet. But here come the Goliaths rolling in. Oh, they do have their range upgrade, and they have +1 attack as well. There's only 2 carriers here, so they're going to be a little bit vulnerable to these Goliaths. But there are Dragoons supporting them. And it looks like Dragon is going to go in with his Dragoons, going to defend his carriers. I don't even know why he's bothering to hold this position anymore, because he doesn't have a base here. Like, I don't know what the point of leaving his army up here is. You should probably just leave. There's nothing to be gained here. Terran is taking another base on the right side. He could probably just go counterattack that instead. I guess? I don't know if for some reason he really wants to fight here. But look at this! Look at this! Sendo's just like, alright, whatever, you're gonna have this, man. There's nothing even here. And he's just going straight down to the bottom left. He's actually gonna cut off the Protoss army. The Protoss army's now stuck in this on this island. He can't leave. If the Terran siege is up, he's gonna be walking in a funnel, in a line. Oh my god, this is actually a horrible position for Dragon. Dragon, half of his army is stuck on the top. The other half is getting massacred on the bottom. Oh my god, Sendo, the absolute genius. Cutting the Protoss off at the bottom, making him stuck there. And GG from Dragon. Sendo taking down Dragon in the ace match and winning it all for Team SouL. I cannot believe what I have just witnessed here. One base carrier was not enough to save Dragon. Let that be a lesson to all you Protosses out there, except for Bonif. Only he can do that. Holy moly. Oh man, what a game. What a game. By the way, guys, I'm going to be doing another series now, so don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. Oh man, I just need a sip of my delicious tea. Whew. That was a game. That was a series, man. What a game to top it all off.